Hi, I'm Karen Chaston. For more than 25 years, I was a senior manager, eventually becoming a CFO of a publicly listed company. In July 2011, the unimaginable happened. My husband and I woke to find our 27-year-old son, Dan, at our back door, dead. I coped by not coping. I went straight back to work, eating more, drinking more, and working even harder. I now know that Dan's death was meant to have been my wake-up call. And as this didn't happen, life had to throw me another curveball. I had a choice to make, to go with a newly merged company or take redundancy. And I'm pleased to say that I chose me. Did you know that there are over 40 different loss events that can affect our lives? Most of us can't even cope with one, let alone multiple. This is why, along my journey to becoming my own best friend, I became a Beyond Loss mentor, speaker, and author. I assist people who are grieving from any kind of loss event to create a better everyday life. Every day is quite different for me. One moment I may be mentoring a client, the next moment I'm marketing my business, filming videos, writing blogs, talking to people, just sharing the Beyond Loss expertise that I have gathered over the years. Though the day I would like to share with you happened a couple of weeks ago. I rose early, 4:30, as I had a photo shoot and interview 40 minutes south of where I live at Mantra on Salt Beach. This is where I am holding my Beyond Loss retreat in May 2020. It's an amazing venue. It's actually the perfect venue to assist people to move beyond loss. We're surrounded by nature. There are Mount Warning, which sort of overlooks the venue, which has this amazing energy. But apart from that, we are 30 meters from Salt Beach. We also have grassed area, we have the trees, we have the energy of total nature, which is perfect for when you're healing. After filming that, I came home. I got back around 11 a.m. Then I mentored 3 clients for 90 minutes each. I just love the 90-minute sessions. 9 is all about birthing. And let's face it, when you're moving beyond loss, you are birthing a new you. I always end my day by reviewing my day, figuring out what went perfectly, what I'd change next time, and what I learned during that day. That is one of a typical day in the life of being a Beyond Loss mentor. One of the greatest advantages of owning your own business is that you get to choose when you work, where you work, how long you work, the time of day you work. This is really important for me at this stage of my life. 9 months ago now, my beautiful grandson, Raphael, was born. And I love being able to be there for him and his parents as and when required. Work-life balance is really important to me, mainly because when I was in my corporate career, I never had it. I never understood how I could have it. I was working way too much. Though now as a Beyond Loss mentor, I assist people on how to get it. So I make sure that I am the example by achieving it every single day. And how we do that is through living and loving through the Live, Love by Design Wellness Wheel. In our model, we have 9 areas of life. And I know that's a lot to remember, isn't it? So I've made it easy for everyone. I've broken it down into 4 pillars, all about you, all about your relationships, all about your expertise, and all about your wealth creation. Now, I purposely said them in that order because that is the most ideal way for you to be living and loving your life. You look after yourself first, then your relationships, then your career, your expertise, and then your wealth creation. Most people do it the other way around, and they wonder why they're not fulfilled and they're burning out. So yes, I easily achieve it because it's really important to me to be walking my talk, and you too can do it. You do it by focusing every week in every single area of your life. You set your goals for the week, you schedule it, and then you make it happen. Then at the end of the week, you review how you went. You'd like tweak it a little bit to make sure next week that you are even better at achieving it. My morning and evening rituals are so important to me. They set me up for the day. They ensure that I'm always bringing the best version of myself to any scenario. So I'm energized, I'm present, I'm there in the moment. Very important. I love to start my day upon rising with my celery juice. I then do a gratitude practice, a meditation, go for a walk with my dog. I also do this great little exercise where I sing a love song to myself whilst looking in the mirror. It's so important to love who you are, not from a vanity point of view, but from I'm becoming the best version of myself. And the more I look after myself, the more I can do it. My evening ritual is where I review my day. I look back at what I did great, what I could do better next time, and also what I learned. I then look into the next day. I like to see what's coming up. I review every scenario. I walk myself through it in a visualization so that there's no surprises the next day. I am there. I know exactly what's coming up. And I'm also living by my agenda, not someone else's. The fact that I have scheduled my day, I'm there for it, it means that things happen as opposed to reacting. And let's face it, we live in such a world of distraction. It's so easy to go down to a rabbit hole, and before you know it, you're not doing what you're meant to do. So yes, my morning and evening rituals are really important in assisting me in becoming the person that I want to be. This is a really hard question for me to answer, mainly because I love reading. I love to read a book every 10 days or so. And I'm going to bring it down to 3 books. The first one is Brendan Burchard's High Performance Habits. They have assisted me greatly in becoming the person that I am, assisting me to set up great habits so that I can fulfill all of my dreams and desires. The second one is a little bit different. It's by Michael A. Singer, and it's called The Surrender Experiment. Amazing life that Michael has created through surrendering. It's really a great story, and it's a really great example on having a different perspective in the way that we live and love our life. The third book, it's called The Easy Way for Women to Give Up Drinking by Alan Carr. I wish I had read this book 20 years ago. Oh my God, my whole life would have been so much different, and I certainly would have saved a lot more money. Though what I loved about the book more than anything else is the fact that when you're reading it, it actually says, whilst you're reading this book, you can keep drinking. So I read really, really slowly. No, seriously though. I read the book because I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give up drinking. And I had 2019 as my alcohol-free year, all because of the book, because it highlights the fact that when you're drinking, you're actually receiving no benefits from it. Sure, you think you're receiving a lot, but you're actually none. And my 2019 alcohol-free year was so easy that I'm pretty sure I've stopped drinking for the rest of my life. So they're my 3 books that I highly recommend. If you want to know more, reach out to me because I have a long, long list. Because reading is a great way to not only learn a new perspective, but to learn and grow in so many ways. Planning and scheduling. That is the easiest way for you to make sure that you get the most out of your day. If it's in the calendar, it will happen. If it's not, we live in a world of distractions. There's always this big shining object trying to get our attention. And if we go off in there before we know it, our day's gone and we look back and we go, oh my God, I've done nothing today. Plan, schedule, and stick to it. Make sure you take those action steps and you'll be surprised how much you actually get done in a day. Can I say me? No, seriously. I love to listen to people who are walking their talk. There's so many people out there that are giving you this great advice, and then you look at their life and they're doing the complete opposite. So why would you listen to them? There are 2 people who I know are living and loving and walking their talk, and they're Richard Branson and Brendan Burchard. Any of their interviews, any of their concepts, their great training is advice that they are following, which therefore you know that it works. And I've got a lot of my great habits from either of them, just watching and following them. So yeah, they're the 2 that I will always go out of my way to listen to. You are the only person that you will spend your entire life with. So why are you putting yourself last and giving up on your dreams? Have you ever heard of the book, The 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware? The number 2 regret is that I wish I hadn't worked so hard. The number 1 regret is I wish that I had lived a life true to who I really am. Will you have any regrets when you die? I am ensuring that I have no regrets when I pass. I'm a completely different person to who I was in my corporate CFO role. I live and love my life each and every day. Every single relationship in my life has improved, especially the one with myself. You too can easily design a life where you live and love. The rest of your life starts today.